California's Central Valley, best known for its oil and agriculture. But that may be changing as populations in the Central Valley increase because of more affordable housing here than in other parts of the state. And industry is also finding the Central Valley a more desirable location in which to do business than the more overcrowded metro areas. Helping bring the Central Valley out of obscurity and into the national spotlight is the mission of the Central California Economic Development Corporation, or CCEDC. The CCEDC was formed nearly 20 years ago by the 8 counties of the Central Valley, and with corporate partners like PG&E, have been marketing the area to promote job creation and business retention in the respective counties. Having one unified voice rather than 8 individual counties trying to be heard among business and industry groups is helping stimulate overall economic growth. In 2006, Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger created the California Partnership for the San Joaquin Valley, a public-private partnership to focus on creating a prosperous economy, quality environment, and social equity. The partnership awarded a seed grant to the CCEDC to assist in doubling the marketing efforts by helping attract business in various cluster industries, such as food processing, agri-technology, manufacturing, supply chain management and logistics, health and medical care, and renewable energy businesses. The seed grant money has allowed the CCEDC to attend important national and regional trade shows, such as the Westpac conference held recently in Anaheim.
In the Central Valley, it's a little bit more affordable as land, and wages are a little bit less than maybe some of the bigger metropolitan regions. So, you know, we feel that we have a lot to offer, and we've had a lot of interest in companies looking to relocate and expand.
Yet in spite of best efforts, California's economy is sometimes viewed as not as attractive as other states.
Well, if I was going to expand and stay in California, I would certainly consider it due to the fact that the costs of doing business up there are certainly less based on what I see here. Not only the real estate costs, but the labor costs. And that does interest me.
A lot of interest, a lot of people stopping, wanting to know who the Central Valley and what the Central Valley is, what we can do for them if they have an interest in either relocating or expanding.
And outreach missions to big cities leave an impression that Central California is open for business. Such trade missions have sent representatives from the 8 Valley County EDCs to visit national brokerage firms in Los Angeles, San Francisco, Sacramento, Phoenix, Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas, Washington, D.C., New York City, and back again to Los Angeles. In 2007 and 2008, 10 outreach missions were completed, setting up 118 meetings in the various cities, resulting in more than 40 prospects and real leads.
Well, we're here visiting with real estate executives and site consultants throughout the New York area and hoping to familiarize them with the business opportunities in Central California.
And such outreach programs are having an impact.
The fact that companies can actually make money by moving there, the fact that they're obviously competitive with other states, areas that I really hadn't been aware they'd had such competitive advantage. And they have a logistics center, which I was already familiar with and wondered why a lot more companies hadn't actually moved in that area. And it's not something that I brought up in the meeting, but it's interesting the perception that people may have without having the opportunity to interact with the folks who actually drive the EDC efforts.
Harris and his partners said that they were impressed with information about the Central Valley, such as affordable land costs and lower wage requirements than in some of the bigger metropolitan areas of the state, which is a benefit to businesses wanting to relocate.
I mean, I drive through here at least twice a year, every year for, you know, all of my life. So it's easy for me, but still sitting here, I still forget. because you get wrapped up in this and you say, oh yeah, California, they don't want to go there. And that bringing it in the forefront of our understanding, I think, is important.
If you look at Irvine and Ontario, are things going to move further east where they join West Phoenix? Maybe. Or are they going to go to the desert, or are they going to go north? And we got 65 to 70% of everything that we're consuming coming in at LA Long Beach. A lot of that stuff, when you track it, it's headed north. So it's a great path to be in.
We're seeing a movement of goods coming in through multiple port areas, through sort of the four corners of the United States. Central Valley happens to be a very good place to capitalize on that from both the northern side of California, as well as the Pacific Northwest, as well as the southern side.
In addition to national outreach efforts, members of the Central California EDC are involved on the local level to help expand existing businesses. And on a regional level, CCEDC is working through the San Joaquin Valley Partnership with the Lyle Center for Entrepreneurship to develop and incubate new businesses and entrepreneurs.
We think that there are tremendous opportunities here in the Central Valley to encourage and develop not only the entrepreneurs who are going to be our future, but also the people who provide the services.
More businesses create more jobs than trying to attract some elusive large-scale company. And as much as it's desirable to diversify our economic base, small business formation really builds on the existing resources of our communities.
In addition to national outreach efforts, for the first time, the CCEDC is reaching out to influential members of the California State Legislature.
It's good for us to be there in front of them because historically, again, I don't think that they really knew who we were or what we were doing. This way they know that there is a group that's out there actively marketing not only Central California, but we're also getting the word out about California as a state. What we've found is that many of the people that we call on are telling us that we are the only group out there marketing California at this time.
Well, at the end of the day, the purpose of everything we do is to create a better quality of life for the people in the region. The San Joaquin Valley still has some of the highest unemployment levels and poverty levels in the nation. The governor's commitment to bringing new jobs and investment to the region is going to make the California dream a reality for many more families in the Central Valley.
By continuing the outreach effort among California lawmakers and by reaching out to national decision makers, the California Economic Development Corporation is hoping to develop better incentives in the region for businesses to relocate or expand in the Central Valley, and to be a solid resource for the various county representatives to continue to market the area nationwide and globally in the future. Check out the advantages of the Central California area online at californiacv.com.